What's up, kids? How is everybody today? Wow, it has been a great day for me today. Once again, living the life of luxury here on my yacht. Just having a ball. Well, we'll give it some time, let some folks show up, see if anybody cares to watch a live stream with old Grandpa, and we'll just go from there, I guess. You know, see how it goes. Let it build up a little bit. Hey, Michael P., how you doing? Austin, hello there. How's things going? Been a great day here in Sandusky, although I have a little bit of a rant, and I'll get to that later. It's been a great day here in Sandusky. So, I think he's messing up my hair. I'm gonna have to cut that off of there. So, hey, Steve, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Got a couple of weird, odd, and ends things we're going to talk about today. We're going to go over some of the videos I put together, and there's some topics I want to talk to everybody about. But for those of you early birds, can anybody tell me what this does? Hey, John, how you doing? Hey, Arthur, what does this do? It's got a heavy lug top, heavy strap, and then these two clamps on the bottom. These things, I guess, kind of clamp together. Does anybody really know what time it is? Does anybody really care? Oh, man. Great day today. Great day today here in Sandusky, getting stuff together on the boat. Many of you may have watched already, and a chastity belt. No, it is not a chastity belt. Although that could have been close. Hey, Michael. No idea, huh? Okay, well, we'll ask again later in the live stream, see if other people can figure it out. But I did a video today, lifting string for a tank. No, not a lifting sling for a tank. You guys probably noticed the video I did on my unpacking stuff today. Wow. The guys over at the Marina were like, man, you know, every time I would get a delivery, they would come over and bring it to me. But they're like, they ain't carrying all that shit over here today. You come get your own damn stuff. So I had to make 2 trips over to the Marina office today to pick up all the stuff that people had sent me. It was pretty cool. Turns out a lot of it came from my cousin Richard. My cousin Richard sent me some stuff. I still don't know who sent the dog stuff. She got a bunch of chew toys and some dog food today. I have no idea who sent that. Hey, Chip, how you doing? That was very cool, all the stuff. You must have sent it. Just shows that this community is strong and very friendly. That's true, Austin. Yes, some awesome folks out there. Awesome folks. And then I know who sent me the pretzels. I know who got that. I know who sent it. Was Frank that sent me the ice maker and the mixer. Thank you very much, Frank. Been making ice all day today. I was drinking it. My glass is now out of ice, but there's a bunch in my ice maker, though. I mean, it really works well. It's sort of interesting the way it works. It makes ice. It drops the ice into a tray. The ice then starts to melt a little bit in that tray, goes down into the reservoir down below, and gets recycled back and made into more ice again. So it's sort of a vicious circle. It's always making ice continuously as long as the power's on, generator's on, it's plugged in. But yeah, I find you do have to like start it up and let it run for, 20 minutes or so before you get a supply of ice. So have you tried the different sizes? Yes, Frank, it makes large and it makes small sizes. So I'm very happy with it. I'm thrilled with it. It's taking up a lot of counter space, but that's fine. I will work around it. I can see there's going to be lots of times where that ice maker is going to be really handy. And so I appreciate it. I really do. I appreciate it. So let me go start off, I guess, by getting into my rant and getting that out of the way. If you guys, you want to see it real quick? Yeah, hold on a minute. Hold on. It's right there. I don't know if I have it turned far enough, but let me get up here and look. Yeah, it's right here. That's the ice maker. Here, let me show you this. So it's off right now. It's been off for a while, but you reach inside and it's just got all kinds of cubes. It came with a little scoop, but I find it a lot easier just to reach in here and grab out all these little cubes. They kind of look like hold on, let me turn the table back around. Whee! Round and round and round we go. They kind of remind me of like olives, because they have, you know, they're kind of round like an olive, but they have a little hole for the pimento. So they kind of look like little white olives. But hey, Sorrenti, how you doing? But yeah, I mean, so now I have a really nice glass of ice. So I pour my water on top of it, and I've got some chilled cold water. It's just freaking awesome, Frank. Thank you very much. That was very awesome of you, sir. I really do appreciate it. Look at that glass full of ice water. Super. Especially right now. It's still 76. It's been hot today again. Right now it's 76 degrees here on the boat. So it's been nice and warm all day today, and so that ice has come in quite handy. This is probably my umpteenth glass of ice water I've had today. Although I must admit, I just started my first beer of the day. So 56 here in River Falls, Wisconsin. Wow, okay. Now, I know I missed some stuff in the chat, so let me go back here and, yep, try different size. Yep, we saw it. It's pretty compact. Yeah, it is compact. Yep. Yeah, it's a nice little deal. It really is a nice little deal. So anyhow, let me go to my rant real quick so I can get that out of the way. You guys know I have been waiting for my boarding ladder that I ordered from West Marine. It was supposed to be here today. Well, guess what? It didn't get here today. Hey, 12 degrees. When I went over Monday and ordered it, the one that I really wanted, which is the 18.5-inch wide as opposed to the 22-inch wide, they didn't have that here on the East Coast. They only had it in stock on the West Coast, so it was going to take like 3 weeks to get here for their truck shipment. At least that's what the guy was telling me. However, the narrower one, the 18.5-inch wide one, which is the one I wanted, I'm sorry, the one I wanted is the 18.5. They only had that on the West Coast. So I got the wider one, which is the 21-inch one, I think. That was available here on the East Coast. It cost $50 more. I didn't really want to go $50 more, but I didn't want to hang out here for another week. So I spent the extra $50 and I got the wider one. So now today it doesn't show up, right? It was supposed to be here today. So I contacted them. They contacted me, whatever, and we argued a little bit. I was a little irate. And now I guess I have to wait till Thursday. And so now Thursday I'm going to get the one I really didn't want to have, the wider one, for $50 more. And I'm still having to wait another week. Now, if it's not here next Thursday, I'm going to really have to raise hell with them, because I'm a little perturbed, because the guy, when I ordered it, he made it really clear it was going to be here on Thursday. And Thursday came and went. So this sales agent at the West Marine here in Sandusky was full of bullarchy when he told me it was going to be here on Thursday. So I'm a little pissed right now with West Marine. I'm spending enough money with them. I should get a little bit better service than that, I would think. Or at least honesty about when it's actually going to get here. So I get so pissed when my packages take longer than expected. It's such a infuriating feeling. Well, it's not that it just takes longer, Sorrenti. You know, I'm accustomed to things taking longer in the mail or what have you. But when you spend $50 more to buy it from the closer warehouse, because the guy's telling me if I get it from the local warehouse, it will be here on Thursday. I ordered on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you know, 4 days for it to get here. Plenty of time. Could have put it on a truck and shipped it freight and had it here in 4 days. From California, even, as far as I'm concerned. So anyhow, the ladder did not make it here today. It's going to be here supposedly next Thursday. That kind of sucks for me, because there was a weather window. I posted a video today. If you guys are members of my Patreon, you will have seen it. If you're not a member of the Patreon, you won't. He never said which Thursday. Yeah. Whenever run into that at work, Home Depot, call the customer and explain situation, apologize, and then give a discount. Yeah, well, they didn't offer me any discount whatsoever, Austin. Nothing. It's just it'll be here Thursday. So anyhow, I posted a video up on Patreon because I had a weather window, and I'm kind of trying to do some weather planning and figure out where I was going to go. So the people on my Patreon channel got that video today. And now, of course, all of that's out the window. Yeah, crappy service. Can you get them to forward ladder to Buffalo? You know, I thought about that 12 degrees, and if it's not here on Thursday, then I'm definitely going to have them ship it to the Buffalo store instead. Of course, be my luck, the Buffalo store probably has one in stock already on the shelf, you know. But yeah, that's my other option is to do that. Anyhow, so the video I posted on the Patreon channel today, you know, that's actually going to be a moot point because that weather window is going to come and go. I had a nice 2-day weather window on Monday. I was thinking about going, trying to work out the distances. And just for you guys that, you know, that don't know or new to the channel, my sailing plan is, let me go back a page here. My sailing plan is, right now, I'm going to head out of here, out of Sandusky. My first step's going to be Cleveland. Now, I may or may not stay at the Rock the Dock Marina at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It's $60 for the night to stay there. It depends. I don't have the budget for that right now, but that kind of would have been fun. And then maybe it would have been fun if I have a weather window big enough to actually go check out the Hall of Fame. That's another $26. I really don't want to spend that much to go see the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So anyhow, the next day I was going to head over to Ashtabula. For what it's worth, I've had great luck with orders from Home Depot. Okay, cool, Doc. And then from there, I'm heading over to Erie, Pennsylvania, to Dunkirk, New York, and then from Dunkirk over to Buffalo. Those are my stops along the way on Lake Erie as I'm making my way across Lake Erie. Then I'm going to dump into the Erie Canal and work my way down the Erie Canal. So I've been looking at some of the marinas along the way. There's some different options in Buffalo. I mean, in Cleveland to stay at. I just got confirmation a little bit ago, just before the live stream actually. There's a campground in Ashtabula, which is a little bit up the river, where I can go in and tie up there for the night. It's only $45 a night. Now that's a whole lot better. And for $45 a night, they have showers, they have electric to the sites, which means I can plug in and, you know, power everything up. Did you say you were looking to stay at Erie, Pennsylvania? Yes, 12 degrees. So that's going to be one of my stops is Erie. But anyhow, Ashtabula. And what's really cool about Ashtabula is there's a grocery store that's only like, you know, 500 yards from the marina. So I was actually thinking, well, the hell with it. I'm not going to provision here in Sandusky. I can make it to there if I was leaving on Monday, and I was just going to do. So now that's out the window. I got to go provision. I'm going to be here another week. So just ticked me off, I guess. You know, I'm going to have to buy some local groceries. But yeah, then Ashtabula will be a nice place to stay. A little campground there can get me in for $45. From Ashtabula on to Erie, Pennsylvania. Hey, Mickey, glad to see you. I got a beer waiting for you in Oswego. There you go. I may not make it up the Oswego. I may not go up the Oswego. I don't believe so. I don't think I'm going to go into... Now, Oneida Lake, yes, Sorrenti. I do plan on... I mean, the Erie Canal goes right through Oneida Lake. You have no choice but to go through Oneida Lake when you're on the Erie Canal. So I'll definitely be doing that. You have two more options. The Grand River, where the Grand River Inlet is, you could be able to tie up for the night at a place called Pickle Bill's and the state park in Geneva on the lake, I believe. Huh. Now, where are those, Biker Coyote? Grand River. Plan on incompetence like with the latter. It's the way things work. Yeah, unfortunately, Don. I believe Geneva on the lake, the state park, you can tie up for one night free, and then a great stuff, big tourist trap. Huh. West Marine corporate number to complain. Hey, John, could you message me that, or I'm not going to be able to see it in the text in the chat later. Could you message that to me by any chance? Email it or message it to me, or... Because you're right, I should bitch about that. Because I mean, here it is now. Not only do I know, but you know, 2,500 of my subscribers now know that West Marine screwed up. So it doesn't look good for West Marine. So anyhow, yep, absolutely. All right, thank you, John. Yeah. So anyhow, that's what our plan is to get across over into Lake Erie. Now in Buffalo, there's a real nice place for me to stay in Buffalo, right across from the marina that's going to pull my mast. There's just a wall basically on the other side, right along a park. He says I can pull up there and tie up there, and I can stay a couple of days. Nobody would care. I guess it's a state park. Nobody goes and runs any boats off of there. Anybody can go in there and just stay there. He has people stay there all the time. So I've got that done. So well, check that out. Check that out. I mean, I'm trying to figure out all these options for my logistics on what I'm going to do once I head out of here. Trying to figure all that out. But I do think since I'm going to get delayed another week thanks to worse marine, I'm going to make good use of that time. It really is kind of nice because it takes the pressure off of me here on the boat. I've been, really hammering at it, trying to get all these jobs done. And now I'm like, well, I have a week. Okay. I have a week. I can breathe. I can take time. I can work on some real videos and put some real videos together. And I can kind of take my time sorting and cleaning up some things on the boat. I really need to lighten the boat up. I got to purge and get rid of a bunch of stuff. I'm actually thinking about having a little like yard sale out here where I'm going to try to sell stuff cheap and give it away. Did you get the toilet built? I forgot if you did. No, I have not built that yet. I knew you would find the bright side. There you go. Always find the bright side. Grand River Fairport. Hey, Richard. Okay. Huh. Yeah, I've got to lighten up. So I'm going to try to purge some more stuff. I don't, like, why the hell? I had this, like, oil-filled heater. It's on wheels. You plug in the wall. I used it to heat the garage when I was there at Johannes. What the hell did I bring that for? I don't, no idea why I brought that on the boat with me. And then I've got a little propane-fired heater to put on the boat. It's 75 degrees here in Sandusky. It's still, 65 at night. I wish it was getting cooler. I would sleep better if it was cooler here at night. So last thing I need on the boat's a heater. And going forward, it's only going to get hotter as I go. So, hey, Ian, what's up? What's up? That's fun. Sorry. Okay. So I may do a little boat purge this coming weekend and work on this week. So why don't you just give all that extra stuff to your son? Well, I would, Frank, but it's a long drive for him to come up here and get it. I would gladly give it to him, but, he doesn't really have the funds, and I don't have the funds to pay his gas for him to drive all the way up here and back. And if I can sell it here real quick, then I'll try to sell some of the stuff. So, between Fairport and Ashtabula, Geneva on the lake, remember I told you it was like going back into the 50s. Okay, thanks, Richard. Question for the house, if I may. I'm looking for my first boat. What are your general feelings about hunter boats? Looking at 85, 285. Ignore this inappropriate for the channel. Michael P, no problem at all. Yeah, hunters don't have the record of being they made them with cheap components. They were a production boat trying to reach out at a certain price point, and they just were made with cheap components. So I understand the new Marlowe hunters that are coming out now are much improved over the old hunters, but the old hunters were made to be, an inexpensive, very affordable boat. So they don't have the highest quality hardware and layup and stuff. Have you raised the sails? Doc, I have the mainsail. I've got the mainsail up and all set up. I have not gotten the foresail done yet, so I'm going to work on that. Follow Thoreau's dictate, especially in small boats. Simplifies it. Yeah, absolutely, Don. Absolutely. You can always use your stove for some heat. Just crack the hatch. Yeah, I could do that too. After you build a toilet, what are you going to do with the waste that is in the toilet? Eventually, where will you dump it? Frank, just when I stop at Marina's, just throw it in the garbage. It's going to be in plastic bags. Just throw it off in garbage cans and stuff. It'll be fine. It'll end up in landfills and what have you. I hate the idea of using garbage bags for that because I don't like the idea of using the plastic. But as of yet, I haven't come up with a better situation yet. So. Can't afford a new one though. Nope. I love to keep up the great videos. I love it. You're the best. Well, thanks, Ian. I appreciate that, man. Grandpa, I'm thinking of purchasing an 81 Catalina 27 for $3,500. Is that a decent boat? Classic plastic, Douglas. The Catalinas, once again, were a very high production type boat. a little bit better quality than, say, the Hunters. Not nearly as good a quality as, say, an Island Packet or that, you know, and there's too many variables. I really can't tell you whether that's a good buy or not a good buy. There's just too many variables on it. I will tell you the Catalina is not what considered to be a blue water boat. It's good for weekending and that kind of stuff in your community. It's not the kind of boat you want to live on and sail off in. So that was my beer for this evening, guys. Okay. Carl, I lost your email address. Can you give it to me again? Alaska Carl with a C at gmail.com. Alaska Carl at gmail.com. No more poop talk. There you go. Everyone press like. There you go. Appreciate that. So, yeah, so we're going to do a bit of a purge. Talking to the Marina owner here, he tempted me. I was like, you know, get back Satan. He was telling me about another boat he has in the boatyard for sale for $5,000. It would be a much bigger boat. It would be able to carry all the crap I have. But the reality of it is, guys, is there's so much stuff. Explain what a poop deck is. Okay. There's so much stuff on my boat. Yeah, for the size of it. It's way overloaded. And I don't mean just because I'm fatting on the boat. I mean, I just have too much stuff. And I don't have nearly as much stuff as I'd like to have on the boat. Like my scuba diving gear and my dive compressor to refill my scuba diving gear and. So there's a lot of other stuff that I'd like to add to the boat that I am not going to be able to do on a boat this size. It's just plain and simple. So I'm really debating whether or not I'm going to be keeping this boat for the long term or just use this boat, you know, this summer and down this winter to get down to Florida and, you know, maybe sell a little real estate down there, whatever, and make some big money so I can buy a much larger boat and have all the more toys that I want. I don't know. I mean, I'm thrilled with this boat right now. I'm very happy the way it's coming together. But the reality of it is she might be a little small. I mean, she's already cramped for us. I don't know how well that's going to hold up for me long term. So, but we'll see. We'll see. Don't be surprised if I buy a bigger boat and move on to a bigger boat. And if I do that, I will make a deal to somebody on this one so they can have a good boat to buy. So. Now, Frank, that is some cold water, man. That is some cold water. Anything is better than the cabin, though. Oh, yes, absolutely. This is way better than the cabin. Did you get rid of your empty boxes yet? Yes, I did, Ian. They all went to the trash bin over here. So, okay. Since we have more people here showed up, I think there's 76 people watching now. Hey Woody, how you doing? Floating shed for stuff. Yeah, forgot how late it was. No problem, Joe. How you doing? Okay, so I asked this earlier. I want to know if anybody has any idea what this is. Now, this was on the boat when I bought it. I asked the guy that I bought the boat from, and he did not have a clue what this was for. Now, I happen to know what this is for. I just want to see if anybody else out there knows what this is for. You see, these are metal, and they've got a little funky groove. So, ratchet clamp. Nope, no ratchet. Carry stuff. Close. Glad makes compostable. Yeah, there you go. That's a good idea, Arthur. Buy those compostable bags. Very good. I like that idea. Very good. Battery lifter. Nope. Use wood as brace. No. Harness. Close. Something from the gynecologist's office. No, Shell, it's not. Okay. What this is designed to do is designed to go up and clip on the sail track. When my main sail goes down my boom, there's a track in there that it travels in. It's a cinch strap for lifting the, okay. So this hooks over the sail track and wraps around the boom, allowing me to have a point hanging from the boom, a very heavy duty point hanging from the boom, that I can then hook up a block and tackle and lift heavy things like the engine out of the engine compartment. That's what this is. This is rigging that enables me to lift off of the boom so I can pick stuff up. Heavy stuff. So, and the guy I bought the boat from didn't even know what that was. And it's specifically designed for this boom, because it has to have that right curve and that groove in there. So I just thought it was fun to ask that for you guys. Great item to have. Yes, I think it is a great item to have. But since I'm single-handing myself, I don't know how I would have much application for it should somebody need to be brought back on the boat over the side. You know, I can't bring myself back over. So when I bought my first boat, before I got in the water, I wound up purchasing 3 other boats before one of them hit the water. Yeah, typical Frank. So single-handling myself with a strap on. Okay, we're not going to go there this evening. So, anyhow, those are the things I wanted to talk about. My little rant with West Marine, the fact that I got to purge stuff. Oh, no, I know what else I want to talk about. My generator usage. I kept buying bigger and bigger and bigger. Oh, that's always, you get that 2-footism. We're just watching Sally Miss Lone Star, and is that her boyfriend? She is simply gorgeous. Yes, darn dar. Stefan, S-T-E-P-H-A-N. Stefan is her boyfriend, and I kept mistaking him. I thought they were referring to him as Van. Van's the guy whose boat they were on when they were in South Africa. Slipstream in the house, bitches. There you go. Anyhow, generator use. Today is day 11 that I have been on the boat. Speaking of poop deck pole, hoisted, bows. Huh, late 50s. Cool. No she. Okay. Anyhow, today is day 11. Tomorrow is going to be day 12. Now, I filled the last of my 5-gallon can into my generator today. And I still have enough fuel in there for probably 4 hours tomorrow, which means I'll be getting a total of 12 days of power, all the power I need, okay? I can run the ice maker. I can run the refrigeration. I can run, recharge all my devices, charge up my tools and everything here. I can power everything I need to on the boat. And in fact, I have it running at full RPM because I'm trying to take the load off of the motors when they start up, because they tend to surge and spike. So I'm really burning faster than I really could. I could put the idle-matic on and get the RPMs down. It would last longer. But I've gotten 12 days out of 5 gallons of gas, okay? Which means my energy cost is about $1.19 a day, $1.19, $1.20, depending on the cost of fuel, a day. I'm spending $435 a year at this rate. $435 a year. So while it seems to be inefficient to be running the generator to power everything. Hey, I noticed you stopped saying it's Grandpa. What's up with that one? I still use that intermittently. I haven't really changed it. I just decided, instead of being, you know, Grandpa on my channel, I wanted to make sure everybody knew who I was. I find it objectionable that so many people hide behind false names on YouTube and social media, you know. So I didn't want to be Grandpa's Farm. I put it right out there. My name's Carl. So, are you running premium fuel in the generator? Yes, I'm running. Actually, I'm running 86 octane. So it's not premium and it's not the cheap stuff. It's in the middle. It's always Grandpa Carl to me. Thanks, Austin. I never did call you Grandpa anyway. Well, it was just bothering me that there's so many people out there having channels that aren't them. You know, that they're hiding behind some misnomer. And there's a lot of basic dishonesty in that, and a suggestion of impropriety, if you will. And so I really wanted to avoid that suggestion of impropriety and call an ace and a spade a spade. My name's Carl. This is my YouTube channel, period. So nothing better than being called Grandpa unless you're a grandma. Well, there you go, Steve. I agree with that. So anyhow, I was thinking about, even up in Alaska in my dry cabin, where I really had a very small electric bill. Because I didn't use, to sail the loop, how big a tank does the Fed require? I don't think the Fed requires any size tank. Just wanted to let you know I am using an iPhone and I have the $ for donations on the bottom. Comment. Oh, yes. Yeah, Frank. I think what it is people just have to have update. They either have to have the newer smartphones, and then they have to have it updated to the latest stuff. I understand that was changed. Used to be you couldn't do that with the iPhones and the iPads, but they have fixed that. So, what size fuel tank does a little too have? She's got a 20-gallon diesel tank, and I've got an extra 10 gallons of diesel up on the deck. So I've got 30 gallons. So for engine gas or diesel, I thought they required a certain size to hold a certain amount. No, I don't believe there's any requirement on how big your fuel tank has to be. I'm not aware of any requirement like that. Now, there may be some kind of small regional thing that you could do, but nothing that I'm aware of. You could get to Florida on that. Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, see, now my generator is what I'm talking about. My generator consumption, I'm burning $435 worth of gasoline in my generator to power all the things on my boat. So my carbon footprint, as someone brought up to me that, there was a suggestion that I wasn't necessarily, reducing my carbon footprint on that. But you're not using 86 with ethanol for your generator. No, no ethanol. I'm not using any ethanol at all. Um, Anyhow, my carbon footprint has been reduced 75%, and that is from even my little cabin in Alaska. Now, if I had my big house that I had in Montana, my electric bill in Montana was like $200 a month, sometimes $250 a month for all the things that we powered electrically. I'm spending $435 a year on my power consumption here on my sailboat. So I think that's a pretty darn good carbon footprint reduction. So where does grandpa fit into the ever exponentiating number of genders? That's a good question, Doc. I don't know. Just use what you need, right? Regular gas as 87 octane. Okay, well, I bought the stuff that was one size more than that. So maybe it was 89, 90. I don't know. I don't know. But I did make sure there was no ethanol in it because my generator says the generator can go up to 10% ethanol, is what they said. Nothing more than 10% ethanol. But I try to stay out of the ethanol completely. To me, having an acceptable level of ethanol is like saying there's an acceptable level of arsenic in your water. I don't believe that nonsense. Doc's been drinking and cooking sherry before breakfast. Maybe. Hey, Grandpa, Grandma, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts. Yeah, right? You can reduce your carbon footprint even further by going solar too. And I will with time, Woody. Premium. Okay. Yeah, I've thought about going to solar on the boat, and I will. I was thinking about doing that with time. But the boat really isn't laid up anywhere for solar panels to fit on the roof right now. I could hang some on lifelines or on the push pulpit, do some stuff like that. Ideally, I'd like to put an arch on the back and then have room for an arch and davits. Which, of course, now I'm adding more weight to the boat. So that's just not practical. I really don't think on this size of a boat to do that. And you would need to have some sort of an arch or some sort of flexible panels that you could put up on a bimini deck. So I just don't know yet. Wait till you go bigger. Yeah, I think that's the thing, Frank. Maybe when I get bigger. I think Doc was just being funny at the gender. Oh, absolutely, yeah. Where's a mod? We don't need a mod, do we? Does anybody need to be moderated? Although, you're right. I don't think I've seen any of my moderators on here this evening. Oh, time to clean house. Yes, we do. Okay, we need moderators, huh? Who are we moderating? I didn't notice anything that needed moderating, so Carl, it's time to develop the first solar panel sails. Actually, Doc, they have those. They actually have sails now. They actually are making the complete sail as a solar panel. Very expensive. Raise the pay for mods, right? Everybody's been behaving now. Yeah, I thought everybody's been pretty good. I didn't see anybody that needed to be whacked. Well, Grizz ain't here anymore, so we're good. There you go, Sir Anthony. Yeah, I haven't seen old Grizz in a long time. I don't follow his channel anymore. I don't think he follows me now that I'm sailing and not homesteading, so kind of miss the old dog. Yeah, kind of miss him. So the sailboat Black Pearl had solar panel sails. There you go. Yeah, I'm aware that some of the boats do. They're very expensive to do that, but I understand that's getting to be a thing now. So, Mike, I am ecstatic being on the boat. I didn't know humor is getting so difficult. No problem, man. No problem. Yeah, I am thrilled to be on my boat, guys. I really am. Every like today, I really didn't get very much done today. To be honest with you, I really didn't do very much today. I actually took down a book and read for a while today. That's the first time I've taken down a book and just sat and did some reading and just relaxed and just enjoyed myself. Spent some time with my dog and enjoyed being with her a little bit. It was really nice and sort of a precursor, I guess, to what I've always envisioned what life's going to be like out sailing, being able to have some of that free time. Once I get done with all these jobs, which is kind of why I'm glad in some ways that the ladder is not going to be here for another week. Because it's forcing me to slow down and smell the roses and take some time and savor the moment. And it's giving me more time to get some stuff done on the boat. I can really just breathe and, pitter around with this and pitter around with that without having to, really get in there and just get everything built real quick and get going so I can get out in the water. I don't need to do all that stuff. So I can relax and take my time now. So no docking fee there. Okay. Close to where you were right now. I would help you out all day as much as I could. No problem, Frank. No problem. I'm good, man. I'm good. We'll be able to follow or track his path on the Marine Traffic Global Ship Tracking Intelligence System once you're underway. Probably not, because I do not have an AIS transponder. I hope you do look into that bigger boat, Carl. It may be a little more than what you want to spend, but may be beneficial for comfort. Yeah, absolutely, darling Dar. I can see that happening, but not for a while. Right now, me and the Lily too are going to spend this summer and probably this coming winter together. I'm thinking, I need to spend some time on her. There's some things I'd like to clean up and fix up and get her back into shape. But she would make a great liveaboard or something for somebody who doesn't have as much stuff as I tend to carry with me. So, she'd be a great little boat for a couple that, just don't have a lot of crap that they have to drag around with them all the time. Keep in mind, guys, I had a 5,000 square foot house in Montana on 20 acres. I had a lot of stuff. So I have been purging and purging and purging and purging and purging, getting rid of stuff over the last, so many years. In fact, leaving Alaska, I dumped literally a semi-load of stuff, just getting rid of stuff and reducing. And I've gotten it down to this stuff, and now I really got to go through this and reduce this some more. So, and I am, and I will. I'll continue working on it, but it's hard sometimes, It's hard sometimes, so. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Anyhow, that was all the things I was going to talk about today. I got all that done. So now we can just answer some questions. So if anybody has any questions they'd like to ask, now's the time. And while you guys are thinking of some questions, now is the time for people to share. Boat seems like a good project, lifestyle transition project. Absolutely, Doc. If you have a YouTube channel, if you are a YouTube creator, or you'd like to give another YouTube channel, Zoom, if you have a question, ask. Time to go ahead and throw it out there and recommend people, or say, hey, I've got a YouTube channel, go check my channel out and subscribe. When I moved from the sticks and bricks, I have like 43 years of children's memories along. Yeah, it's hard to purge that stuff. It really is. Can't take light bulbs out of the lights and get bulb size, and I'll purchase and send you LED bulb replacements. How expensive are those AIS transponders, Carl? We can set up one of those accounts where people donate to your cruise I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, Frank, I don't want to do a GoFundMe or anything like that. Um, I had one of those before. I got a lot of crap from a lot of people over having a GoFundMe. I don't really want to do that, but if people want to contribute to a AIS fund or what have you, then certainly jump on there. In the comments down below, in the description down below, rather, there's links for my Patreon page if you want to become a Patreon, and also my PayPal account if you want to donate to the PayPal. So if you think I need AIS on board, then I think I can set up a pretty good AIS system for like $400 or $500. So if you want to contribute to that, go ahead. But right now, I kind of have bigger fish to fry. I am not really going to be anywhere where I need AIS for probably the next 2 months. So it's not like it's something I need to have immediately. There's no reason to have AIS about $850 Canadian. Okay. I don't need AIS for going down the Erie Canal. Except unless people want to just see where I'm at and follow me, then of course, that can work. So what's the boat that the Marina is selling? Oh, John, it was, I don't want to even, I didn't go into it very much, but I wasn't going to do that. Can you show us Miss Lily? There she is. She is asleep at my side. She's right there. Oh. Yeah, Slipstream, I appreciate that with the lights. I really haven't even used the cabin lights here on the boat. I will eventually change them over to LED. I don't know what they are right now. I haven't even opened them up and looked at them. But I think I've used them once and then decided not to use them. And so I just, with the Marina here, there's so many lights and stuff anyway. It's pretty bright inside the boat any hour of the day and night. So I really haven't needed any lights here. And then my cousin Richard, of course, sent me some lights. So I have those. So, and those are LEDs. So I don't know. Outcast as a channel should be putting out vids soon enough. Total rebuilds. Cool. SV Outcast. There you go, guys. Check out SV Outcast on YouTube. 850 Canadian. Man's best friend. Yep. You post every day. No AIS required. Well, pretty much, Smoking. Yeah. I mean, I pretty much keep you guys pretty well abreast of where I am. And when I upload, I like to put in the description down below my lat and longitude, so you have a pretty good idea of where I am. In fact, you guys are going to know where I am probably before I even get there, which to some YouTubers is kind of a scary preposition. They're, oh, you get these crazy people, who knows what they're going to do to you. Or, hey, I'm a real big son of a gun. No one's going to mess with me, I can assure you. So even if they know I'm coming, they get the hell out of the way when they see me coming. I've never had a problem in that regard ever in my life. I mean, I've always been fairly large and in charge. Although I have to admit, I did get some butthead last night. Some freaking troll sent me this thing saying, oh, well, so-and-so's donated $40 and click on this link to collect it. And I looked at the link, the link, and it was one of those anaconda links that you click on and you go there, and then you end up getting some kind of crap blown into your system and your computer and whatever, screw you up. Like, really? I mean, in today's day and age, do we need to have that kind of crap going on anymore? There's some people out there who just really suck. Yes, we need to know where you have breakfast, when you hit the John, and what time dinner is. Yeah, right. I'm small but mighty. There you go. Yeah, well, a little TMI sometimes, Frank, a little TMI. Man's got to have some privacy, Some things have got to stay sacrosanct. Isn't that what the word is? The big sailing YouTubers don't keep their AIS location current. Always a month behind as people don't bother them at the dock. Yeah. Yeah, Uncle Fester, and, really? Sailing Ruby Rose has been lately, huh? who knows? Maybe with time I will change. Um, maybe at some point I can see where it may be problematic for everybody to know that you're there and making a big deal about it or what have you. But have you flown the drone at the marina? Yes, I have. Have you checked out active captain? Disappeared for marina information. I have. Yes, cool. I have. Frank, it's ahead. I'm a John. Invitational, yeah. Hey, John Dolan, I got a joke for you. Since my name is John Brook, you'll appreciate this. Carl Jonathan Brook, actually. But what do you have when you have two Johns in the same room? A public toilet. My cousin Richard's actually watching this right now, and he'll tell you a funny story. His mother was going to name him John, just like my mother named me John, but decided not to because she didn't want her son named after a toilet. So what did she do? She named him Richard, and now everybody calls him Dick. He thinks John may have been better, so. Behind you, love, where you have that storage, have you considered putting like rope as the curtain holder? Yeah, I don't know what this rope is here. I think this is like a laundry line or something. This because there's some laundry clips over there, but I find it just irritating as hell. I'm going to remove it because it keeps hitting me in the head while I'm sitting here. So, sorry I hit her too soon. No problem. A curtain holder, yeah. Yeah, I think whoever was here used this as a place to hang their laundry and let the laundry dry. But you can hang laundry outside. I don't even know how that's attached. It's up there behind the... Well, I don't know. I can't see it. Anyhow, I'll worry about it later. Oh. Read the chat. Test. Okay. Bob, testing. It's rope on land, on a boat it's line. There you go. Okay, working now. Hey, Bob Down, how you doing, man? Yep. Yes, you're working. Number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9. Have you scrubbed the poop deck? I have scrubbed many a poop deck in my life. And I care not to scrub another poop deck ever again as long as I shall live. But that's just the way it is. So a lot of people don't seem to realize that in the old sailing boats, everyone thinks, that they have heads on the back of the boat or whatever. In the old sailing boats, the heads were always up in the front. You always went up onto the bow because the wind comes from the back going forward. That's how sailboats work. So you put the poop up there, so you poop out into the water in front of the boat, and it blows the smell away from everybody. True fact. Good sunshine. Yourself? I'm doing great, Bob. Well, the one I would place there would be you about middle of the head and then put curtains there like a nautical scene. Oh, you mean to cover all this stuff up? Yeah, I don't worry about it. That's the difference between men and women. I guess I don't really care. Did you put new anti-foul paint on the boat? No, the anti-foul paint was fine on the boat when I got it. Okay. Yeah, I don't care. I have to laugh. One of the trolls one of my subscribers told me that they were talking crap about me on another channel and said, oh, go, here's the link. Go check this out. These guys are trash talking you. And I went over there and was looking at it. And this idiot, this guy is one idiot. He was complaining about the fact that I have a box of envelopes on the boat. I'm like, I have family and friends who like to hear from me, and I'm old school, and sometimes it's kind of nice to get a letter. My grandson and I are pen pals. We write to each other from time to time. So when you write to somebody, when you have people you like and you want to communicate with them, old school, you have envelopes, okay? Plus, I'm a real estate broker. Sometimes I have to mail shit to my clients. What an idiot. Oh, he's got envelopes on his boat. Duh. Anyhow. Do you think that the old owner of the boat is watching your channel? I don't know, Ian. He's not suggested anything to that end, so I do not know. What's an envelope? Yeah, right. Out of here, I did not read because of any reason other than idea. Oh, no problem, darn. No problem at all. No, I'm not upset by it, darn. Not a problem at all. I just, you could put curtains here to kind of shade everything. I could put woodworking stuff here and put doors over it and stuff. Might be an idea. Like in the galley, behind the galley, there's little sliding doors and everything's behind the doors. I kind of like that. But for me here, this is sort of a catch-all that I really haven't even organized yet. I really got to get into it and get it organized so it looks a little neater. But for right now, it's just got everything. So please don't be out of here. We like you being here. Writing a letter kind of feels like more thought was put into it. Exactly. Wow. Okay. It's your boat. You can have anything you want on. There you go. Dude preferably doesn't have any family left. Well, he doesn't have any family or any friends that want to write to him, or send him something. I mean, hey, I had mail time today. I had a whole shitload of stuff sent to me today. The one thing I'm actually looking for is going to come in just an envelope. So I am waiting for one thing in particular. That's all it's going to be in is just a regular little envelope. So nothing wrong with envelopes. Is that there behind you? Gee, I don't know if I could follow you anymore. Yeah, right. I have a tennis racket on my boat. Well, there you go. Any new home listing in Florida? Nope. Haven't really even. I'm sort of putting everything in Florida off onto the back burner for the time being until I get there. It's one thing for me to be working from Ohio where I have a vehicle available to me where I could run down there and take care of something real quick if I needed to. Now that I'm on the boat without a vehicle, that's not plausible. So everything that's going on real estate-wise in Florida is just on hold for the time being until I get there. And then depending on where my channel is at will depend whether or not I may or may not sell real estate in Florida. I don't know. So I'm not a boater. If a boater needs help, how do you send a signal for help and to whom? Cell phone? Flares? Reflectors? Whistles? Hey you? EPIRBs. There's a device called an EPIRB you can have on a boat that sends a signal to the Coast Guard, lets them know that you need help. We have VHF radios. I have handhelds, and I've got another VHF mounted here on the boat so I can reach people on VHF. Some boats have shortwave radios. There's just all kinds of stuff. Satellite phones are common now on boats. There's a whole bunch of ways of communicating with boats when you're offshore. So, good question. Good question. Don't worry about the haters. They're like better than absolutely spoken. VHF, not VHS. Yes. Yes, we're not going to send them a videotape. Yes, that's right. John, got to go. Time to work. Hey, John, you take care, man. I'm glad you showed up. Flipstream, that's not really a bad one. Right, Alan, it auto-corrected. There you go. Do you have a car lined up for when you get to Florida? Are you going to purchase a car, rent a car? I do not know yet, Frank. I do not have a car lined up, and I do not know yet. Although friends of mine down there have a Chevy pickup that they want to sell for $1,000. That runs well. It's in pretty good shape. So that might be an option for me when I get there. But, of course, they'll probably have it sold by the time I get there. Send them a Betamax. Even better. There you go. Set fire to the sails. Believe it or not, I know people who intentionally set fires to their boat to attack the tension and get people to rescue them. So is Lily wearing the captain's hat already? Nope, she's not. Okay, you need to get my name right. It's Zorn. Z-O-R-N. Okay, well, the type is about this big on my cell phone, so it's hard to read that. Trav Spence, man, thank you very much, Trav. Really appreciate you hitting the super chat there, friend. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. I could use every penny right now. Some marinas require boats to have a bell because it can be used without electricity. And I have a ship's bell. My cousin sent me a ship's bell. You can see it there hanging on the wall, right there. So I have a ship's bell now on my boat, so I'm legal. Um, but yeah, yeah, not a problem. I do too. My mom gave me my last week. Okay. Or an air horn. There you go. It's a big bit for my boat, though. There you go. Okay. Yeah, air horns. I mean, there's lots of different ways to get attention from other boats. VHF radio is probably the most sought after go-to thing. In distress, people will shoot flares and that kind of stuff. It depends on the severity of the problem too. If you have an EPIRB, you can set an EPIRB off if you're imminent that you're going to be getting in the water, that your boat's going down. You can set off your EPIRB. There's lots of different ways to communicate once you're offshore, um, or not even offshore. Just as long as you're out in the water someplace. So lots of different ways to communicate. If you wore a bikini, you will always get attention from a boat. Well, there you go. Probably true, Zorn. Aha, Zorn, nice one. Got to go before the Marina nails me for stealing Wi-Fi. Have a good one, guys. Hey, Bob, you take care, man. We'll see you later. We'll see you later, guy. Appreciate it. So, anyhow, good day here in Sandusky. Good day. I really relaxed and enjoyed myself and took care of route planning. And I did a route planning video. And I did my packages and did the video about those. So, I'm going to chime in on your ATT situation. Hey, King and Chuck, how you doing? My ATT situation. Okay. Those bastards. I upgraded my phone system to unlimited, and now apparently unlimited is only like 22.5 gigabytes, and I'm already at like 18 gigabytes, and I only have a couple days left. So if I exceed that, they're going to slow me down. Now for this month, that's not much of a problem, but I've really only been using their gigabytes for the last 10, 11 days. So can't wait to get me one of your coffee mugs. Well, order them. Yeah, none of my moderators are here, so no one's putting that up. I need to put that in my description on my channel. I have to do that. It might be on there. If you go back in the description, it might say something about Teespring in there. You can get on there and order them. So 15 gigs in Canada. Yeah. Well, anyhow, it was 22.5 gigs or something, and I've used like 16 or 17 of it, and they're threatening to slow me down. So AT&T only threatens to throttle your data. 20 gigabytes, they usually don't throttle, though. Oh, really? Well, that'll be interesting. It's in the description, girl. Very good, Steve. Thank you. Okay, so if you're interested in any of the merchandise, T-shirts, coffee mugs, that kind of stuff, go in the description down below, and you'll find the link for that. Hey, Alexander, how you doing? 30 gigs for $10 in Denmark. Wow, that's nice. Not here in good old US of A. Anyone look at the merch, and please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you, guys. I'm just trying to get you to curb your data. Well, I can't do that. And what I thought about doing, King of Chuck, is I was actually thinking today about getting a second internet line, going to like Verizon. So I have AT&T and Verizon. Those are the two big ones. And getting a second deal with them also for unlimited Wi-Fi. And then every other day, switch back and forth. Use AT&T one day and then them the next day. And by doing that, then 45 gigabytes total should be enough for me to continue my upload at the level I'm doing it right now. Uploading videos, but I'm still, even at that, I'm still really curtailing my consumption. I'm not watching anybody's videos right now. I'm burning up all my data just trying to upload my own stuff. So I've not watched anybody's videos really. Verizon does the same unlimited, but after 22 they slow you. I'm more rested today. Oh man, I feel good. Good and rested. 10 gigabytes per phone for hotspot also, so keep that in mind. Are there only for likes for tonight? They're only for likes tonight's live stream. All the people on here, only 4 people click like, so. Only 4 people like me. Well, I show 32 likes, but Sprint is true unlimited. Huh, okay. Does live chat burn data? Absolutely, yes. Yeah, when the live chats are my biggest consumption right now, and then everything that I upload also adds to that. You may want to check straight talk through Walmart, unlimited talk and text. Unlimited talk and text and 60 gigs for 50 bucks. Huh. I may do that. Don't forget net neutrality ends on the 12th of June. Yeah, so who knows what's going to happen after that, Alan, you're right. 39 likes. Yeah, that's what I've got. It's 30. Actually, I have 38 likes. Maybe it was a 39 and somebody unliked me. Likes show different depending on time you came to live stream. There you go. Adding a second phone to your current account might be a good idea. Each phone gets their own data. So that's an extra 22 plus gigabytes and another 10 gigabytes for hotspot. Yeah, so I thought about that, but instead of going to AT&T and just adding another line on my AT&T, just going over to Verizon and having two different accounts. I mean, I'm doubling my cell phone bill, but you know that's kind of the cost of doing business for me being a YouTuber. So to me, it's an acceptable expense, but cheaper to get an extra phone on AT&T. Yeah, but getting a second line on AT&T doesn't increase my gigabyte consumption. I don't believe. I'll have to check with AT&T, but I don't believe it does. But I'll go back and check with them and see. One phone could be business and one could be personal too. Well, and that's what I had actually, Austin. I had two phones going before, and I cut with AT&T. I had two lines, and those two lines shared the data. Is the way AT&T was doing it. But I didn't have the unlimited then, so if it's on family share, it does. If it's on family share, it shares the data. Yeah, I don't think it adds more data though. I think it just shares the data. I think extra line shares the data. Yeah, I think that's all they do. I don't think it gives you more data. I think it just shares. So that's why I thought if I went over to Verizon and opened a whole new account with them and have a separate line and get a separate phone. I have 6 phones on my account and they each get their own data count. Huh, okay, well I'll have to check into that, Chuck. Carl, check your private messages after the stream. I want to try to get the website login squared away. Yeah, I checked that earlier, Sorrenti, and I think I had that right, but I'm not sure. So, but I will check right after this. More data, yep. Got to go, buddy. Pizza's here. Hey, Frank, you take care, man. Enjoy your pizza. Enjoy your pizza. We're going to be ending this here in a moment anyway, because I'm trying to keep these to an hour. It would be cool if AT&T offered you a YouTuber package for data. Yeah, wouldn't that? Wouldn't that? The rate I'm using data, I'm using like, I don't know, 15 gigabyte every 10 days. So I need like 45 to 50 gigabytes to do me for the month. And even then, I'm really curtailing my consumption. So I'm a semi-pro cell phone consumer. I have 4 active kids and a wife who uses a lot of data. There you go. But each phone is slowed after 22. So 2 times 22. Well, 2 times 22 would get me to 44. And if I had 44 gigabytes, I could probably make that work and be able to continue uploading and consuming at the rate that I am doing right now. I'd actually like to step that up a little bit because it'd be nice for me to be able to sit here on the boat and, you know, download a movie or watch some Netflix or something like that. And right now, with my upload schedule, with what I'm doing with my live streams and my other videos, there's nothing left for me to be able to relax and watch something myself. I can't even watch other people's YouTube channels right now, just because I'm up against it on a data consumption basis. So they usually don't really slow your phone after 22 gigabytes. Remember, it's more of a threat. Okay. US Cellular has very good coverage. They use all the towers. Yeah, I was told that AT&T was going to slow it down, but only if they needed to. As example, like they were saying, if there was during a peak time or what have you, it may get slowed down. Of course, 7 p.m. in the evening might be a peak time. So I don't know. I don't know how that's going to affect it. But I'm not going to do anything right now until it becomes a problem. If it becomes a problem, then I'm going to address it. So I understand if you don't want to disclose, but what is your monthly running costs RE data? 12 degrees right now, I'm spending, I think, $150 a month with AT&T. But that also includes I'm paying for my phone I'm paying for my iPad, and I'm paying for a pair of headphones that I bought through my AT&T account. So I have a big part of that is paying off all those devices because they just, it's just part of your, it goes on your bill. You don't, you go and buy a set of, like I went and bought some Dread Beats, and they just put it on my bill. I don't have to pay anything when I pick them up. So Fries will still give you around 1 megabyte speed. My son gets slowed monthly, huh? Shipping out. Cheers, call. Hey, Slipstream, take care, man. See you, Slip. There you go. Everyone say goodbye to Slip. Yeah. All right, cool. Anyhow, guys, so that's it. That's what's going on up here in good old Sandusky today. The ladder got delayed, kind of pissed me off, but at the same time, it just sort of like, okay, if the ladder's delayed, then I don't have to rush to do anything. I have a whole week to get my jobs done, and I'm just going to really relax, take my time, and take the week. I'm going to savor things more and not be in such a damn hurry, which will work in a lot of different ways. It'll give me time for my channel to build a little bit, and we'll make some more content and hopefully keep things going and growing. So anyhow, if you would, please do like and subscribe. Go catch a fish. Yeah, I just may do that tomorrow. I just may go fish tomorrow. Yes, I don't really know much about other cell companies. I've been a long time. AT&T has been good. Verizon, okay, cool. Take care, Carl and Lily. Good luck. Okay, yeah. So please check out my Patreon page. If you want to contribute, do so through PayPal. There's a link in the description down below. And we will have more for you all later. So be good. Yeah, y'all, I'm in my UPS truck. Oh, you've got my ladder, Chuck. There you go. That's where it is. Chuck's running around with my ladder. So anyhow, guys, you all take care. We will talk to you later. Be good, be careful, and take good care of one another. Me and the sleeping Miss Lily. She's out cold. We're going to say goodnight here, guys. Bye.